Hello, this is Malorian. This is going to be another War Machine Battle Report, and this one's actually going to be a rematch against the guy I played last time. Last time was my favorite Epic Kaya against Barnmus from the Minions, and it was pretty one-sided. You know, when there's no infantry to get in my way, with that big Alpha Strike, I can just take out all the heavies, no problem. So we're going to do another rematch here at 40 points, but there's going to be a little bit different here. For starters, he's going to go back to Crix, which is his main faction, and for myself, I'm forced to change casters because I lost somehow the card for my Epic Kaya. You know, I had it all in this tray when I was going to the car. Must have the wind just blown it away. And that's one of the things about this game that's you got to kind of watch out for. I mean, if you go in there with your 40K or fantasy, it's not like a card can blow away and your models, you can't use them anymore. But yeah, so luckily, you know, Epic Kaya can always be regular Kaya, so I'll be going with her. Pretty much the same sort of build. And then for his side, he's going with Mortenebra. This is one of the things where, you know, I've been playing this game for 2 years, and there's still tons of casters I've never played against. So we're going to have to see how it goes. Same mission as last time, and we'll see if he gets his revenge. Alright, so here we are looking at his lines. You know, not all painted this time, but I mean, he has a lot of Crix. He's working on it. Anyway, he has Mortenebra in the back there with his little buddy, or her little buddy. She's running a Death Jack and a Seether, so two little, you know, character scary jacks. Then there's a Min Soul Hunter unit, and they're also there with Denna Wraith. There's a Warwood Siren and Slaughterborn. And that's really the list. You know, a little bit small again for 40 points, but some really tough things in there. Otherwise, on my side here, from left to right, I have a Feral, I have a Stalker, a Gorax, of course Kaya, the Argus, the Gnarlhorn, and also Getorix. So, you know, I'm really not used to doing Kaya. I've done lots of epic Kaya games. I think I've done like maybe one Kaya game before. So I know the same idea is kind of the same. It's going to be nice to get that +2 to hit for everything in range. But Spirit Door, I mean, there's no real thing to pull things back with my feet, to pull back everything or forcing things outside of my range. So it's going to be totally different. As well, I mean, I don't have Dogpile for the range. I don't have the Feral Geist now in order to, you know, when I pull things back and put on Primal, it's going to hit the Ghost. So a lot of my usual, let's call them crutches, are gone. So it's going to be neat. Otherwise, the scenario here, same one as last time, but in case you didn't watch it, that's a first one of 5. There's 2 flags there on the center line, then an objective on either side, which is friendly to your side, so it contests the flag on that side there. Lots of sides are being said. Anyway, if you destroy the enemy objective, that's 1 point. If you control a flag, that's 1 point. And if you dominate, it's 2. But again, this pretty much never happens. So my plan here is to put some pressure with my speedy little Feral on the right to try and make sure he doesn't go over there and start dominating or something. And then otherwise, I'm just planning to move up the center, speed up, hopefully get an easy kill on Death Jack. And I mean, that's the main thing. Once I start killing some of his heavy hitters here, I won't be too worried anymore. So he gave me first turn actually, and really my first turn is just moving on up. I put Oculation up onto my Kaya. Otherwise, you know, the Feral Warps for speed to get up further. I have Prowl on the Stalker, Strength for the Getorix, but all that stuff doesn't really matter. His turn, he really just advances up here, and he really is, of course, moving to the spot where I can actually be hitting him on the left side here with these Soul Hunters. So I actually like what he's doing. He is pretty far out there with the Seether, but if I warp for speed, or still warp for speed, I'm pretty sure my Feral can get to the Seether, and with that, then I should be able with the Argus to kill Slaughterborn, and then, you know, with a few little kills here on the left side, that would really put me in a very strong position. So that's basically what I try and do. The Gnarlhorn slams into the one Soul Hunter, slamming into the one in the back left, kills the initial. The second one that got slammed into got knocked down, but is left with 1 hit point, so that's not too bad. Kaya then what is it? Spirit Doors back the Gnarlhorn, comes over, puts Primal onto the Warp Wolf. Warp Wolf stays with speed, charges over, and with only slightly under average dice, doesn't kill the Seether. Leaves it on just a few boxes. So that's not what was the plan. So just to be sure that nothing screwed up, I put Primal onto the Argus, because seriously, if I put it up there, it's going to die anyway with the Gorax. The Argus charges in there, does a combo strike, destroys the Seether. We didn't have any wreck markers, so we just turned the Jack around. Now, I wasn't too happy with this because, I mean, the piece trade of my Feral and my Argus for his Seether and his Slaughterborn, that's not too bad, right? Because I'm ahead in points. He's needing to spend activations to counter, and, I'm fine with that. But now this here, he'll be able to switch over and really smash me. And one of the things I can see here from my deployment after is that I just did not push up enough. Because clearly he's going to go to the right, kill those two models, and with how far back I am still leaving my Getrix and my Stalker, I'm just not in range to counter. So definitely a mistake on my part. So his turn, he still does, actually surprises me. The Siren comes over, misses. Slaughterborn comes over and misses. Then he gets tired of that, pops his feet, puts on, I can't remember what spell it is to give him boosted to hits as well. And as well, he gets, super long charge. I can't remember what it's called. Spell of Mortenebra. The main thing that matters is that Deathjack just charges in from downtown, and all of a sudden I'm down 2 beasts, and he has 2 corpse tokens, or souls, or whatever he collects. So, yeah, like I said, 2 beasts down for destroying 1 Jack. Not exactly what I wanted. Meanwhile, on the left, he also had a surprise for me because where I thought he'd be just kind of like repositioning or something like that, maybe charging my Getrix, I was going to counter slam with the Gnarlhorn. He actually went after my objective. So between the one Soul Hunter that could actually, not forfeit its attack, and the solo there, Denna Wraith, they destroyed my objective. So there's the 1 point for him. He also controls the flag on that side. So he's already at 2 control points. And that actually starts putting on the pressure because I need to kill these guys clearly on the left. But if I don't get to the right side, well, he can start dominating and this game can be over. So it's a little bit scary right now. So on my side, what my big plan is to do then is actually to kill the guys on the left and really put the pressure right back onto him with the scenario. So what I do is, first of all, I come in and I slam with the Gnarlhorn, the one, basically, well, Denna Wraith into the already injured Wraith. Now that leaves him, even though I boosted the damage, it left him with still 1 box left in his normal form, and then killed the other Soul Hunter. I had to buy an attack to knock him off his horse, so Denna Wraith is on his feet. And basically what I had to do then is I used the Gorax to go and put Primal onto the Stalker, and then run into base with the flag. The Getrix went over, and thanks to Reach, was able to finish off the other Soul Hunter and Denna Wraith, so that's awesome. Then I had the Stalker charge over, destroy the objective, so there's a point for me, and then I still had enough left after I had to buy 1 attack to destroy it to put on Sprint so I could get away and get back to the flag. Now, this kind of sucked because I was stupid here and I put myself in the front of the flag and not the back. There's no reason why I did this. I had lots of room to get further back. So either way, now he can get to me. So at this point here, I scored on both flags. It's now 3 points to 2. But after I did this and, then moved Kaya back over here to the left side to be safe, I realized I'm not actually all that fine. Because looking at this here, I'm pretty sure that Deathjack can kill the Stalker. Mortenebra, it's close, but it looks like Mortenebra can run to the flag, dominate, and then he'd win 5-3. Luckily, we have different play styles, and the Warwood Siren charges into my Stalker there and then does some damage. Then here on the left, the Slaughterborn comes over, takes a swing at my Gorax and does some damage. Then he does a whole thing where, makes him ghostly and all this stuff to Deathjack. He charges through everything, kills both the Gorax and the Gnarlhorn, and he doesn't score any points here. It is now then double contested, but this is, looking from his side, and we talked about this after, it's really a thing where we both have different ways of looking at the game, whereas I'm more of a scenario player, he's more of a caster kill player. And I could talk about this at the end, but I want to show this on the picture, where really his thoughts now is that the Getrix will go into Deathjack, fail to kill him because I have no primal and stuff anymore, and then he'll be able to, with his souls, heal himself back up, Get to Kaya, I'm dead. But instead, what I do is I send the Getorix in like he expected and like the math kind of does. Even with Warping with Strength, he's still left and not destroyed. But then after that, I mean, it was a simple thing where Primal had the Stalker already kill the Warwitch Siren, and so Kaya just came over, used Spirit Door, dominated the right flag, and I got the win by scenario. So there you go, a win for Circle, a win for Kaya, and a lot closer than the one before. Uh, I never liked that danger where the control was in my opponent's hand. Like I said, he could have, well, it would have been a little bit difficult. Now that I think back on it, because he was only at the 2 points, so even if he dominated on the one side, that'd be 4. So he'd have to do that and score on another flag. Either way, he was in a spot where he was getting pretty strong for a scenario. And it's one of the things where I was laughing at myself after saying, oh yeah, here's Malorian saying you can't win by a scenario on this one. And here he almost won, and I had to quickly win before he won. So interesting game. Deathjack with, of course, having 360 and Ghostly. And, I mean, it didn't matter with all this terrain, with the extra charge distance he got from the, I want to say Energizer, but pretty sure it's not that. It's whatever Crixie spell they have. But with that, holy crow, he's just bouncing all around, killing all my heavies, and getting pretty scary. But either way, lots of fun. Hope you guys liked watching. Bye.